Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, good people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Key PDP stakeholders have started sending India replies as it has to do with the stakeholder meeting, which was organized by Wike yesterday. It was quite interesting seeing some former governors, lawmakers, and some persons, being a part of that stakeholder meeting. It took our time to talk about the reason why the party is where it is. And he says the party will not die. And out of that particular meeting, there were resolutions, one of which is Samuel Anyanwu must still occupy the position of the executive secretary of the People's Democratic Party. He went for that to talk about the issue of zoning, which, virtually everyone there agreed with him. But however, the interesting part of it was that there was no governor that was in attendance. There was no reasonable member of a House of Assembly, that's National House of Assembly, talking about the House of Representative and, Senate. None of them were there. Former presidential aspirant and candidates were not there. But come on, Wike is not interested. But what he knows, he has spoken. But however, veteran journalist and People's Democratic Party Chieftain Dele Momodu has publicly criticized the role of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, in the ongoing leadership crisis within the People's Democratic Party. In a strong-worded statement shared on social media, Momodu questioned Wike's influence and intention in the party. In his word, he says, "Which constitution of Nigeria is Mr. Wike quoting? Would he be working himself up so feverishly if he had been picked as running mate in 2023? He went on to suggest that despite Wike's current powerful position in the All Progressive Congress-led federal government, he remains unsettled. According to him, he says, despite having humongous powers under this Tinubu's administration, he has no peace. He's been fighting on all fronts and insulting his elders." Momodu also addressed Wike's legacy and post-political fortune, stating he should be pitied because he should be the happiest and most grateful man on earth for all that the Nigerian state and PDP in particular has done for him. Unfortunately, peace is not a commodity you can buy in the market. Taking a swipe at Wike's political allies, he added, "More pitiable are those following him like robots. In his war of attrition, 3 governors lost their senatorial beats. Only one other escaped by the whiskers. Containment is the only key that can unlock the room of joy. Too much anger is self-immolating." Referring to Wike's recent remark and strategic political positioning, Momodu noted, he said, "A man has already told you he will support his APC candidate ahead of the 2027 presidential election. The same man is sitting in a PDP meeting and belching orders at all of you as if you are his slaves. He is even saying you must zone your candidate to the south out of fear of a northerner. Next, he will instruct PDP to join APC to adopt a single candidate for his own selfish interests only, and not as much as a whimper from any of you." Concluding with a pointed appeal, Momodu prayed for principled leadership. He says, "Wonderful Lord, please give us real men who would reject being headed like sheep by one young man who's intoxicated by transient powers." Well, before I bring in my colleague for us to discuss this, someone here by name who responded to the statement made by Dele Momodu, one Ibrahim Galadenchi, says, "I caught a glimpse of 3 APC card-carrying individuals at that meeting, Lukman, Haruna, and Shamaki. So, who is fooling who?" Another one here say, "My own is those that don't want to use the resources of Nigeria to help Nigerians. May they suffer sudden blah blah blah." I won't want to read that one because this one's here say, "This power drunk Wike, one day you will not be in power again. We will be here by God's grace." a lot of responses came in, some for Wike and some against Wike. What's your position on all of this?
Whatever anybody will say, I just discovered something very unique. I think most Nigerians also know that no one person is totally bad. No one person is totally evil. You may not like Wike's style. You may not even like the way he goes about getting his things done. But you will give it to him that he gets his things done. Either by hook or crook. It is done. Anyhow, he was able to deliver Bola Ahmed Tinubu the last 2023 election. The question is, did he deliver? Yes. How he delivered, it really didn't matter. And that has been Wike's style. And that's why most times people really don't like him. While some like the result, the fact that he gives the deliverables. But Nigeria is a country that has constitution, and whatever must be done through due process. It is that due process that is making some persons not too happy with Nyesom Wike. Now, as we're talking right now, things are happening in Abuja, his commissioning project. People are excited, You cannot doubt it that Nyesom Wike is working. But while that project is going on, he's doing well for APC government, APC-led government. He's also taking his time destroying his party, PDP. Even if it means him bringing some card-carrying members of APC as alleged. The most important thing is that he has given Mr. President that confidence and assurance that they will not feud any presidential election in PDP. Just rest. You will go unopposed. Now, let's tell ourselves the truth. You see this test drive Wike is doing? He has tested it. It has brought results for him. So he knows that this stuff he's doing, it's a banker. It's a joker that's never failed him. He did it in his time when he was the governor. In Rivers State, APC Rivers State were doing katapoto with Amechi inside. A whole APC, a main opposition party then, could not field a candidate. Now they said, okay, let them use, I think, AC or ADC or so then. That minute, a day to the election, the guy withdrew that is no more contested. How Wike did it, no one knows. So he has done it before. It worked. He put Katapo in that party, APC. Even till now, APC has still not recovered that stunt he did in Rivers State. So having tested that theory, it worked. Such that he went unopposed. Now looked as if he is an astute politician. He's an astute politician indeed. But can you go through free and fair? Can we run this politics free and fair? Can we just run this election? Let everybody bring out their forms, contest, and let the thing run freely, and let us see if Wike will get up to 10 votes with due respect to whatever he does. But that's not how Nigeria plays politics. So they now call him astute in that corner, and it's now beginning to, PDP is beginning to understand now that it's like they've just gotten themselves into some level of worry, some level of problem. Now all this thing is dragging all of that with one intention, that PDP will not field a presidential candidate. And that was the promise. He has done it before. This is something he has practiced in his hometown, in his home state, Rivers State. So it works. Just keep putting katapo, and it's working. And they're moving like that, katapo. 2026, katapo, 2027, no. And that's why he needs Anyanwu there. So that if Anyanwu does not endorse any form, that form is invalid. And that is how Wike will become the leader by proxy and by default. And in all sincerity, if they continue in this manner, PDP is gone. No, forget the title. Those who really want to go on main opposition, better look for another party, because if they can't wiggle out Wike from where he is, then PDP is gone. And how they allowed him to climb to. Now don't forget that this same Wike have done this thing Anyanwu he's doing. He did it to Ayu. He did it to Secondus. When he was doing it, it was okay. Secondus, he brought in Secondus, he kicked out Secondus. It was Ayu that become a problem. Ayu said, for what? You brought me what from Ayu, now it is now Anyanwu. So it has become his legacy. Telling him to stop, what do you mean? That's the problem. And I tell you the truth is, I just want that Daily Mama is praying, oh Lord, give us a leader. It is from the same society that Wike came out. Is that not where the leader will come out? We need to tell ourselves the truth, and that truth is, Wike has taken charge of PDP. And except to look him in the face and uproot him, PDP is gone.
This is quite serious, I must say. Let's meet in a comment section and talk more on this. What's your standpoint? Do you queue up with Dele Momodu in respect to his